How's it going, YouTube? Alright, let's try this again. So I ended up making it out of Mass. Was told to get out of my comfort zone and go other places. So, well, we went to Mass. Good load in. Coming out wasn't that good. Not at all. Under $1 on the load. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know, sit and make nothing, or drive and make something. And, you know, there was, that's all I'm really saying is, you know, to say that because I don't need no more negativity. You know, I do have a rant about this coronavirus here, if you guys don't mind. Now, they tell me that I have to use a different cup. I can't use my thermos. I can't fill up my my mug, which to me makes no sense. And the lady says, well, that's because we want to stop the coronavirus. I said, you want to stop the spread of the coronavirus? How about you guys wear gloves when you make coffee? Why don't you guys wear gloves when you're putting those coffee cups away? Or those covers that you're grabbing with your fingers? Now, you watch these people, they make coffee, they don't use no gloves. You know, they take care of all the cups and stuff, they wash the counter, they don't even wear gloves. And so, the only thing that gets me is, you're telling me I can't use my cup, because from what they say, some truck drivers like to take their cups and for some reason running around the rim of the coffee pot, which I've never seen that before. But but we're gonna have you use different cups, and we're not gonna use gloves, and we're gonna put our fingers all over the cups. And I'm sorry, but I just don't think that's right. I think they should be wearing gloves. Especially if you're gonna clean the counter and then go do a job. You know, but that's just me. And another thing is, when I was at school, I got the truck stop. There was a driver who wanted some food and they didn't have anything already cooked. Walmart closes early now, and so he couldn't get anything. And so I ain't got much in my truck, but I told the guy, I said, you have a way of cooking, I got some stuff in my truck you can have. You know, it's not keto. That's what I told him. It's not keto. I said, but it's something to eat. That's the way I look at it. And you know, a box of shells and cheddar, and I gave him a can of tomato soup, and you know, gave him a package of crackers, and you know, just something just so you know that he could have something to eat. You know, because you know everyone needs something to eat. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that kind of feels good though. That and I also gave 10 bottles of water because I got, you know, I stopped at Walmart and I bought 120 little bottles of water, and that's all I drink is water. I don't drink sodas. And the guy was happy. You know, the guy was really happy. He wanted to pay for it, but I wasn't going to allow him to pay for it because that's not why I did it. I didn't do it to make money. I didn't want him to, you know, I didn't want him to go hungry. You know, I mean, you literally, unless you want to have candy bars and chips, or unless you want to spend outrageous. I mean, a box of cereal at the truck stops are $7 a box. You know, the shells and cheddar that I gave him is $5 a box. So, you know, there's no way. I you know, save the money, you know, until you can get to Walmart. That's what I did. But I just think that, you know, they say everything needs to be clean. You know, everything needs to be cleaned and sanitized and everything else like that. Well, I went in and took my shower before I left, and that shower was not clean. Now, when you got hair all over the place, you know, that just kind of gets me. So we're on our way to Columbus, Ohio. I didn't really want this load, but like I said, was the highest paying load that they had on the board. Only paying 96 cents a mile, but there's nothing you can do about it. You know, you can only take what's there. And I tried to get them to let me do power only, but they said no. So, but you know, you can only do what you can do. I just wanted to get out of Mass. It's 70 miles an hour, people. Let's go. Eat. Yeah, we picked this load up on Wednesday. Up there in Mass, Oxbridge. And like I said, I didn't really want it because it had too much time on it. Way too much time. It doesn't deliver until 1 o'clock this afternoon. And I don't know, I didn't want to take it. It was just too long. It doesn't pay what I need it to pay. You know, I had to come down through Pennsylvania and stuff, and so I had to put fuel in for Pennsylvania. So, you know, it just, I don't know. To me, it just wasn't paying what I needed. But I had to take it because it's, like I said, it's either sit there and not make any money, or drive and make some money. You know, I mean, I could have had this load here yesterday, but they said, you know, where it's only pallets, it's not an important load. You know, for any, you know, it's not food related load, so it's not really important. But, you know, I kind of wish that I could have at least dropped it off yesterday, because it would have given me a better opportunity of, you know, because, you know, you guys know pallet loads don't pay much anyways. And with it being under $1, it definitely didn't pay anything. But that's alright, you know, like I said, I moved. And, you know, I like to thank a YouTuber, Mr. Snowlord, you know, for giving me a call and letting me know that, hey, you know, there's times that you have to do that. So I was like, you he's right. After thinking about it, I mean, I've already, when I was talking to him, I booked the load real quick. So I already, when he was talking, I already started booking the load because I listen to Snowlord because I think he has good advice. I really do. I like listening to what he has to say and taking his advice. But thank you anyway, Snowlord. Thank you very much for talking to me the other day. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, so the sickness is all over with, but when I was sick, I coughed, had a coughing spell, and I blew my freaking ear out. I thought it was an ear infection, but it's not. I got blood in my ear. So I'm trying to take it easy and not do anything stupid and see if it'll heal itself. But besides that, everything's going all right. We're doing all right. I just need a haircut. Dang, hair's getting too long. But yeah, so if you guys are ever out and you see a truck driver who needs food or something, you got some extra food, you should pass it along. It's not gonna make you a bad person. And don't take money either. Just let them. They had no opportunity of getting to a Walmart because of the way that where he was. So you gotta do what you gotta do. There's sometimes that you just have to help somebody out. And helping out a fellow truck driver. He could remember that and see you, and you could be broke down or whatever. And maybe he'll lend you a hand. You never know. I don't know. That's what it is. It's just you pass it on. That's what I've always been told, that somebody needs help, you help them, and you don't ask for money. You just tell them pass it along. Keep the chain going. Don't break the chain by saying, hey, I had to pay for this food, so I'm going to make this guy pay me for what I paid for that food. Well, no. Pass it on. I mean, help out your fellow driver. And nice car. Sounds nice. Help them out. And just don't break the chain. Let the chain links keep on growing. And you never know what would happen. I mean, we've already got a bad rap down here as it is. Being truck drivers. So, it's about time that we turn stuff around and let people understand that we're not, bad people. We just gotta let people know that, hey, truck drivers can be nice. That's just my 2 cents. I mean, I'm not preaching or nothing. I'm not trying to preach. I'm sorry if it comes off like that. I just have a thing that where it doesn't matter who you are. I mean, every one of my kids all have friends, and every one of them know that if you ever come to my house, you're gonna eat. I know, buddy, bumpy, huh? Every one of them know that, hey, we're gonna go over and we're gonna get some food, from the Philbrinks. Because my wife can make a mean lasagna. So, I feed everybody. If you're in my house and we're having supper, you're getting something to eat. Or if I look at you and I feel that you need something to eat, I will, tell you. I always keep my cupboards and my refrigerator and freezer full. Because you never know. And I always make sure my kids take food home with them. Of course, they don't live with me anymore, but, they come over and they help me, I always make sure that everyone is fed. So, being out here on the road it's the same thing. Everybody needs to eat. We all do. We all need something to drink, some water. I mean, I just wish that the Pilot Flying J, the Loves, and the TA would come out with more stuff besides that stupid energy drink. Put more orange juice and apple juices on there. The fruit. Put the fruit on there. Stop putting candy bars 2 for $4. Or donuts 2 for $3.50. Or Little Debbie's 2 for $2.50. Stop putting some oranges and apples out there. Let people have a choice of something different than than having to have sweet all the time. Let's all band together and say, hey, start putting out fruit stuff to where we can afford it. 2 for $6 for watermelon cut up. That's pretty expensive. I mean, come on now. It just, to me, if you want a good salad, you got to pay $6. I mean, that's just outrageous. I don't know. I just think it's about time that some of us stand up and say, hey, we don't want this kind of food. We want to start eating more healthier. I don't do the keto because I don't eat onions, peppers, mushrooms, zucchini. I don't eat, unless it's zucchini bread, it has to be made by my mother-in-law. I don't eat cauliflower. So I am a very fussy eater. And so I love my fruit though. Bananas, oranges, apples, grapes, pears, peaches. But when you look at what they have for the prices of them, it just drives you crazy. Not too sure how long they're going to take to unload it because, like I said, it's only pallets, so hopefully not too long. wanted to run one of those things. It'll always look pretty cool to me. that big Caterpillar truck, big earth mover. I used to drive one of those for Waste Management when I worked there, Waste Management. We used to put the gas pipes in the ground, and we collect all the methane gas and convert it into regular so they could use it for fuel at the college there at UNH. That was a fun time. That really was. Always loved going to work. That when I did that, the money was always good because there was always overtime, and plus you worked Saturdays. You know, and so it was just, to me it was fun. I was always home every night with my wife. But there's just so much you can do, you know. You know, so much pipe you can put in the ground before it's all done. Up here, you know, it don't matter what it is. Coronavirus, it could be the end of the world, and there's still going to be somebody who's going to fight with somebody else. I noticed that at the truck stop. The guy was fueling up, was taking, I don't know, I guess too long than what the guy wanted behind him, and he started yelling at the guy that was trying to fuel up his truck, and he had those big tanks. I mean, these I remember those tanks. Those like what? A piece, like 125 gallons a piece. They were huge. And the guy was yelling at him because he was taking too long to fuel him up. And I'm sitting there, I was just watching the whole thing going, man, I can't believe this. You're gonna start an argument because you can't get to that fuel pump quicker. And what was so stupid about it is they had an empty fuel pump spot. You know, he wanted that first pump. I couldn't understand it. I, you know, started a fight over something stupid like that. But not me. I just keep in my truck. I usually go inside the truck stops, but no. I didn't even go into the terminal. They had a porta potty there when I was in the OC there in Mass. So I just went to the porta potty, and I wasn't going to go inside. I just brought some Lysol wipes with me and, you know, cleaned the handle and stuff before I went in, and cleaned everything before I did what I had to do. And because I wasn't going to go inside, I didn't want to, you know, take any chances or anything. I just bring a bag of Lysol wipes with me when I go into the Pilot Flying J, and because you know, you've seen it, how filthy these truck drivers are. They don't wash their hands. Hell, they don't even use the urinals. They go into the stall and they pee all over the friggin', all over the toilet seat, and they think that's all right. It's all good. It's all good in my neighborhood. See, most of you guys know I live up in northern Wisconsin. My wife went down to the store and she said it finally hit northern Wisconsin. The only thing they haven't sold out of yet. See, Wisconsin is so high on their milk. It's $4 a gallon up there. Because Wisconsin is on crack, and they want $4 a gallon, so they have not ran out of milk. They ran out of bread and eggs and cheese. But their milk, like I said, is too dang expensive. Yeah, she said it was running low in the medicine and stuff like that, but me and my wife, we like to stock up on stuff, so she has her medicine and toilet paper. We stock up on that way before this even happened. She's had exit's coming up. Shoot, I gotta go by it. Shoot. But why get in front of me and put your brakes on for? What are you, some kind of crackhead? And we will talk to you guys later. Alrighty. Bye.